A Hard Rock Cafe in New Orleans collapsed and bodies are left dangling from the building that's visible from the people in the street. Stay with us and we'll be right back. We're going to talk about it.
The top dog, I know these niggas all want my position, cause I'm putting up numbers like a statistician. The king back like LeBron when he returned to Cleveland. Time to spread the bag around, make sure we all eating. Heard some niggas think they got us, guess we all even.
Tonight, there are fears of another possible collapse at the Hard Rock Hotel under construction in New Orleans. Part of the building crumbled on Saturday, killing 3 people. Omar Villafranca now with a newly posted video that shows workers had serious concerns about the safety of the structure.
This grainy video is now being examined by investigators. Potential evidence that may help determine what went wrong.
Oh my God.
2 days before the accident, a concerned worker filmed an upper floor of the 18-story hotel under construction. He points to a series of red flags like this floor-to-ceiling temporary beam supporting concrete slabs. In Spanish, he says, they couldn't remove this one because it's too bent. It has too much pressure. This is serious.
This was a cascading set of failures.
Civil engineer Norma Jean Mattei watched the video.
It makes me wonder why. Was the brace damaged? Was the concrete placed not of adequate strength? Was the concrete just not strong enough?
Governor John Bel Edwards said the possibility of tropical storm winds moving in tomorrow is posing a danger for the 2 damaged cranes still standing.
We are working as hard as we can on a timeline that will allow for those crane towers to actually be taken down safely.
Omar Villafranca, CBS News, New Orleans.
Well, after heavy winds ripped down a massive tarp that was blocking one of the bodies, the city was back inside the Hard Rock working to cover the remains. So NOFD says this is a major challenge, getting the new tarp up, and it could come down again because of strong winds. They are urging people to not post pictures of any of the bodies trapped inside. Today, you could see a large yellow tarp replacing the red one that came down. The city says more parts of the Hard Rock have collapsed, and another collapse is very possible. The Department of Homeland Security says they've gotten some of the remains covered, but it's still very dangerous inside, and the building has shifted.
Just to get the tarp even in the immediate area, they had to drop lines from 4 and 5 floors above the location. So, I mean, it's not something that you can access. You know, you cannot, it's difficult to even describe how patient they had to be to try and move these lines with all the twisted metal, and, you know, we had lines cut. And it was very challenging, very, very frustrating.
So an implosion, that is expected to happen in March. The city says much of this area will be under evacuation for several hours when that does happen. Reporting downtown, I'm Aubrey Killian, WDSU News.
You drive around in the nearby cities. When I drive around in Detroit, we got the big, huge buildings. There's buildings in every city, and some of them are huge. Here's the thing, humans build those buildings, and unfortunately, human is just that. You make mistakes. So this is the very reason why they do drug testing and alcohol testing and things of that nature when it comes to working, because as humans, just being sober, just minding your business, doing what you have to do, you can make a mistake. So let's not add substances that clouds your judgment. How many times have you walked in a building and said, wow, this thing might collapse on me today, or it could collapse on me today? I know I don't go around thinking that, but I do know that mistakes do happen. And here it is, you've got bodies dangling out of the Hard Rock Cafe that has collapsed, and people are walking by down the street and they see that. How traumatizing. And now they're trying to clean up this mess. Can you imagine it? And it proves to be some challenges. So it just goes to show you there's a lot going on. Can you imagine losing your life to a building caving in on your body? That's horrific. That is horrific. And we all know New Orleans, there's a lot of black people down there. It's a lot of our people, majority of our people. So, you know what type of bodies was hanging out of that building. It's devastating, and my condolences goes out to the family members who have their family members hanging in those buildings. And all we can do is pray and hope that people are very careful when they're out there building these structures. The construction workers, we hope that they're diligent and very attentive to their work, because stuff like this can happen. And then there's a big outrage and there's a lot of trauma going on and everybody's running around catching their tail trying to fix up the mess. That's obvious. Meanwhile, people have to look at the mess and just be traumatized. It's terrible. Well, you guys leave your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching.